join me in the pledge, please? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Our Father which art in heaven, as we come to Thee tonight, dear Heavenly Father, I just pray that we as commissioners will do the best for our city, to move our city forward. Dear Heavenly Father, I ask You to bless our city and bless our country. In the name of Jesus, I pray to Thee. Amen.
Amen. Thank you to the two of you. All right, roll call, please, ma'am.
Ms. Cranberry? Mr. Davis?
Here.
Mayor White?
Here.
Ms. Blankenship? Here. And Mr. Smith?
Here.
All right, Bedford, thank you. I know you're not feeling well at all, but thank you for doing it. New business A, Resolution 2020-01. That sounds right. A resolution revising the employee compensation plan for the city of Mount Pleasant, Tennessee for the fiscal year beginning July the 1st of 19 and ending June 30th of 2020. Kate, I'll turn it over to you.
Yes, Mayor and Commissioners, I think I made it clear in the email that I sent to you that as we're moving forward and recruiting for the Public Works Director position, I think it's become obvious that we're going to need to update our salaries for the ability to grow, and I really, if anybody is left that's in one of those positions right now, I do not think we could replace them at the current salaries that they're making. I think we need to look at the overall pay situation each year when we do the pay plan, and we'll dive deeper into it between now and June, but this was something that is fairly immediate need, which is why we did a special call meeting. So what I did was put the pay where I believe that it needs to be right now, and I adjusted other director positions only. And I'll tell you right now, no other directors are getting any additional pay until we have budget meetings for next fiscal year. Right. It's just, I thought it would be crazy to have one position changed and not the others. And we have our directors categorized similarly to other cities where your tops are always going to be your chiefs and your finance and your public works. And Public Works is our largest department, and it needs some real help, and we're working towards getting there, and hopefully early in 2020 we can do that. I'm happy to answer questions, though.
What is our Public Works Director making right now? Can you?
We don't have one. You mean like, what was he making?
Past, yes.
Just under 65, right at 65, which is top out.
And have we got anybody, I guess, in plan to take this place, this job?
We've interviewed 3 people, and I haven't really made offers to anybody. I kind of wanted to have this in place before I started, you know, negotiating anything.
But I mean, the problem I have, I mean, our problem right now is not with, and I understand, you know, your part about wanting to get them, you know, those opened up or whatever. But to me, we need to focus on our Public Works Director only and worry about this here later on. I mean, I understand you say you're not going to give nobody no raise or whatever, but I'm not so sure that won't happen.
Well, it'll have to come before us if it does.
Well, no, it doesn't either. It doesn't.
Kate
has the right to...
I don't disagree with that, Mike, but Kate and I have a very formal agreement that before we're going to start throwing around here, we're going to have discussion.
I don't.
Well, wait, I have a question about what Mike's saying. Right now, we don't have a public works person.
Right.
And Hillary, the one we had, topped out at 65. Mm-hmm. My understanding is that none of the candidates that we have, and the primary one we're looking at, is already making more than that to make it.
It also, the part of it is, why would you want to start a new director at the top out?
Right. And this is what I'm saying. So, is it feasible, and I'm just throwing this out as this is what we're saying, feasible to just look at one person right now without raising that salary, without looking at something to have a plan in place that if we have this, we can move other people up and as you said, put it in the budget for this coming year, the next year. And if we were to lose somebody this year, if we lost our planning and codes person, and had to get another person that was qualified, we would, with all likelihood, have to offer somebody more money to get somebody qualified, and we'd go through this again, and we'd have this in place.
Well, my concern, obviously, I'm going to do what the commission wishes, but my concern is the message that sends to other people that are in the same rank, and that all of a sudden there's one that's way up here, and I kind of look at those positions as the same.
So do you want to lose everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
my thought process.
Kate, have most of them topped out?
I mean, y'all talk about that. We have got employees that only make a little over $12 an hour. And y'all want to put somebody else, you know, y'all want to keep jacking somebody else's wages up when we've got police officers making a little over $12 an hour. And they go out there every day taking a chance somebody stabbing them or whatever. And I just can't.
I don't think we have any police officers that low.
Well, I can bring it up, Kate.
But that's my point is we will do a deeper dive into pay.
Well,
Police officer 1 is with no experience is $13.65, and that's with no experience. And we're hiring people that are certified, so.
There's someone there that's making less than that. Or
And what about our garbage
according to
people?
the pay, right, the garbage people, they're just as important as anybody
Well, I
else.
think-
We
I
just
think we're
recently
gonna
put
have to-
everybody up to 12, that we're somewhere at 9 and 10.
Now, to me, you need everybody, I know what we're here for tonight, it's only this.
Mm-hmm.
But there's no reason nobody should be making less than $15 an hour for
Well,
this
I
city.
think we're going to have to look at that when our budget comes up, and I think that's when we look at it. But right now, we're looking at somebody to direct their public works, and if we don't have somebody who's qualified in this public works position, and that means getting somebody who's willing to work here with the experience when they could go elsewhere. Because let's face it, and Mike, you were on the board when I was. We literally ran off our last one, not Donnie, but the one before that. He left because the situation made it difficult. He went to Nashville and went to over $100,000 a year with benefits and a vehicle, and we were wanting to take his vehicle away from him here.
Well, that's, you know, that was,
That's what
Well,
happened.
then why don't we look at the public works
But
and
my-
all the rest of them when we look at the budget planning?
That's my suggestion.
That's
But
what
my-
Kate
When I say we'll
suggested.
take a deeper dive into the whole pay
but I
plan.
understand, I mean, that's just like, when I say I brought Kate on board, I'll admit it, I was the one that, you know, that got the vote or whatever to put her in place. But Kate wasn't, what you say, 100% qualified for a city manager. But I went ahead and, because I thought she'd do a good job, and I put her in, and she has done a good job. And that's just like we're talking about for the public utilities job. I guess who we have qualified so far, has anybody, I mean, actually been over like the gas company or?
No.
or so, I mean, we don't.
We're never going to find that at our pay, never.
No. I mean, for all I know, we may have a person in here tonight that might take the job for less than what you think. I don't know.
Mhm.
That's always an option to offer that, but you still have the option to offer more is what we're doing.
Well,
It's not difficult.
I understand that.
You got to be able to have the opportunity to hire someone that's qualified.
We got people qualified, Bedford, and I'm not going to get into a situation like we did last month where I almost got laughed at, sort of, by you and Bill, and I'm not going through that tonight.
Okay,
And
all right,
and I'll tell you.
Whoa. Now, Mike,
No, Bill.
bring it down. Bring it down.
You bring it down.
Well, wait,
I'm not
okay,
saying-
I'm just saying. I'm
not
just
saying one word.
Can I ask
So,
something?
can I ask you to please calm down?
Can
Mine
I
is
ask
calm
something,
down.
may I ask something? What is the question tonight, what's the objection tonight that we have, any of us have, to what Kate's proposing?
I'm not for it.
Why not?
I can't see doing that, Dolores, because you are going to have people getting raises, or people, just like what Jacqueline said, look, we got people that's making $12 an hour. And y'all sit up
But to
here.
pick up the
Wait a minute,
garbage is a
wait a
little
minute, wait a
different.
minute,
Let him
wait a minute,
finish,
it's no
let him
difference
finish,
at all.
let him
No, it's
finish.
not.
You
Let him
are
finish.
making,
Mike,
You
I'm
are
gonna ask
making-
you one more time,
go
please,
ahead,
sir,
Bill, go ahead.
to bring it down to a professional
I
and
am.
courteous level.
You bring yourself down to.
Let him
That's what I
finish,
do.
Bill, please.
No,
Hey,
you're
well, let's-
raising
let it-
your
I
voice.
understand what you-
You're raising your
Mike,
voice, you're
Mike,
raising repeat.
Mike, finish
I'm
what you were
I'm
saying.
telling the truth, what happened last month.
Okay, can you, I wasn't here, finish what you were saying, please,
It's just like I said in the beginning, Commissioner Lawrence, you cannot take different people and just because, I'm not saying it's a clique or whatever, but you just can't take them top jobs and just raise them up like that. You can't do it. It's not fair.
So what's the alternative you offer? And I'm not being sarcastic, I'm asking, what's the alternative you
My
have?
alternative is, we are here tonight for the Public Utility Director, and that's all.
Okay, so
Or what we all should be,
can we
should be
offer,
focused on.
can we offer a raise on that salary then?
yes,
I think,
yes.
if I understand Mr. Davis right, because I talked to him earlier, is he just wants to address that position. He doesn't want to address the other director position.
Okay, if we do that, what is the effect that we have on the other directors? Are we going to lose them? Do you feel that way, Kate?
I don't know that you're going to lose anybody. I didn't like the message that it sent. That was my concern.
Okay, can we address it as a message from the commissioners that we say, this is what we're having to do, and that we are going to look at salaries overall? Because I think the feeling from all of us is that from the lowest paid employee up to the top, that we need to take a look in salaries. And what we're going to have to face as commissioners, which none of us want to do, is we're going to have to look at taxes. We're going to have to look at that in this community. And I know there's some of us that don't want to hear that.
Well, I mean.
I know, but that's what we're gonna have,
We raised them last year because we didn't do like everybody else.
we didn't raise them,
And-
Mike.
Well, wait a minute now, we didn't
We
lower
did
them.
not
We had
raise taxes.
We
That's
had a
not-
chance to lower them and we didn't do it. We had a chance to lower them and we didn't do it. And it was better for the city that we didn't do it.
Okay. But we're gonna have to look at that. We can't keep doing that. I have a business. I have people who make $7.50 an hour, minimum wage. And some of my employees, that is their salary. And if I go up to $15 an hour, they're making a better wage and I'm losing money. So that's what I'm saying. We've got to look at what we can do for the whole and do that. And if that means we need to get somebody, we best get the best persons we can in every one of these positions.
If you're gonna get the best person for this position, you might as well get ready to pay over $100,000.
Well, we may have to pay close to that, but I can tell you, anybody can pick up garbage. Not everybody can run the public works.
Not
You
necessarily.
tell them
Not
garbage people
necessarily,
that.
but anybody can dump it on the street and leave it there. We actually have a good garbage man.
I didn't say we didn't, Jackie. I know those men. I see them every day. I talk to them every day. But I'm saying they know what they make as a
But
salary.
I'm just saying that there's an individual here tonight, I believe would take that job under $80,000. I'm just saying,
All right.
I don't know, I may be totally wrong.
We're getting
Bill,
off
go
this
ahead.
subject, we're getting off this subject, so what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna call for a roll call vote, please, ma'am.
Go ahead.
So you want a roll call vote as presented?
As presented.
Okay. Ms.
It's
Cranberry?
gonna pass anyway, so it don't really matter.
I'm sorry, Ms. Cranberry? No?
We have to have a motion.
Okay, I guess I said it, but it needs to come in the form of a motion,
Yes.
correct?
I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion that we entertain this resolution as presented 2020-01.
All right, we have a motion, do we have a second?
I'll second it.
We have a motion and a second. All right, roll call vote, please, ma'am.
Ms. Cranberry?
No.
Mr. Davis?
No.
Mr. White?
Yes.
Dolores Blankenship? Ms. Blankenship?
Yes.
And Mr. Smith?
Yes.
3-2, motion carries. We have adopted resolution 2020-01.
And that's all the business that we have?
That's all the business
I'll
that
make
we
a
have.
motion to adjourn.
We have a motion, we have a second.
I'll second that. All right.
All those in favor? Aye. All
Thank you
right.
again, Bedford.
Thanks.
Good night.